When you successfully dump and abuse a narcissist, here's what's next. Salutations, cherished companions. It's a delight to be back in touch with each and every one of you. I trust that the sunshine of positivity is brightening your day. Now let me share a nugget of wisdom. When you encounter a narcissist on your journey, waste no precious moments in severing ties. Today's conversation revolves around this pivotal theme, extending beyond romantic entanglements to encompass friendships and familial relationships tainted by narcissism. Alas, breaking free from their grasp is no simple feat, for they cling tenaciously to their control. My investigations delve into the emotional aftermath experienced by spurned narcissists. Despite being the ones to initiate the end, they adamantly cling to the belief that they wield the power to terminate connections at will. Your life, in their eyes, becomes a domain under their dominion, with little room for dissent. Their satisfaction lies in maintaining dominance, no matter the cost. Should you choose to part ways, they feel betrayed and undergo a tumult of distress. The narcissist's grandiose facade crumbles when faced with rejection or exclusion. Yet, post-breakup, they skillfully manipulate the narrative to cast themselves as the aggrieved party, concealing their true motives. They don the mask of empathy and contrition, all while clandestinely scheming your downfall. The extent of the blow dealt to a narcissist hinges on how you opt to cut ties. Regardless of your method, the narcissist will be caught unawares. They cling to the victim role as a shield, masking their guilt and fury. Presenting a valid rationale for ending the relationship holds no sway over them. They'll simply shift blame and move forward. They'll never entertain a rational justification for their dismissal, instead choosing to belittle, dodge, or outright deny the issues at hand. Narcissists view themselves as the captains of the ship, content as long as you're following their lead. Their purported support was merely a facade driven by their own self-serving desires. While professing deep care for you, they recoil at the thought of life sans your presence. Such assertions are crafted to project the illusion of a mutually beneficial relationship. Yet, even after being dumped, they persistently accuse you of thoughtlessness and self-absorption. A narcissist's response to rejection can undergo a drastic transformation, particularly if you served as a vital source of their sustenance. They'll go to extraordinary lengths to retain their grip on you, especially if you're their primary financial provider. They may enlist acquaintances or former lovers, resorting to any means necessary to sway your decision. Shedding tears, issuing suicidal threats, or resorting to self-harm become tactics in their arsenal to capture your attention. The depths of a narcissist's fury know no bounds, and may even escalate to potential physical violence. The fear of losing their main source of support rocks their world to its core. When the supply is cut off, they plunge into a bleak abyss of despair, resurfacing only after hitting rock bottom, desperately striving to reclaim what they'd lost. On the flip side, when confronted with the looming threat of abandonment, certain narcissists plunge into the depths of despair, evaporating entirely from your sphere. The truth is, many of them are ill-equipped to handle such intense scenarios. However, if you happen to serve as a secondary or negative source of supply for the narcissist, brace yourself for incessant criticism and dismissal. Meanwhile, their henchmen and lackeys stand at the ready, poised to revel in a twisted celestial celebration. They might even go so far as to erase your significance, opting to draw sustenance from alternate channels while feigning nonchalance about your absence. They pretend to be unfazed because they know they can easily replace your contributions with higher quality options when the time is right. Such detached pretense is a hallmark of their demeanor. For narcissists, the metric of self-worth hinges on narcissistic supply. In the upcoming video, we'll briefly outline the post-rejection antics of narcissists. Their reaction to your departure hinges on the depth of your connection and the role you played in their life. So, what led you into their orbit? Why did you become ensnared in their web? These questions incessantly occupy the narcissist's thoughts. Narcissists possess an unforgiving memory and a relentless thirst for revenge, constantly scheming their next move. Even after parting ways, they cling to the memories of the favors you once bestowed upon them. At times, they may seem to act swiftly, driven by their unquenchable craving for narcissistic supply. Nonetheless, they still cherish your presence as a friend and harbor no intentions of completely discarding you. When faced with the loss of control over their lives, narcissistic rage, denial, and shame resurface, fueled by the shock and disorientation of rejection. Should you leave even the slightest crack for the narcissist to worm back into your life, rest assured, they will exploit it to the fullest. That's their endgame. If you have any personal encounters with narcissists, please feel free to share them in the comments below. And if you found this information beneficial, do show your support by sharing it with your friends. It's been an absolute delight having you here today. Let's raise a toast to the enigmatic world of narcissists. Thank you immensely.